6 ways to supercharge your energy levels. Warning, this is not for everyone. Techniques to boost your energy may come as no surprise. You may think you only had to sleep well, to eat well or exercise. And some of you might even go the extra mile to optimize your environment, whether by organizing your room, infusing it with essential oils, removing distractions, and eliminating toxins. You may think these are already comprehensive. But for you die-hard energy architects out there, the list of energy boosting strategies can go on. And that's what I'll talk about in this video. Lesser known secrets about how to take your energy from amazing to supercharged. As some of you already know, we talk a lot about ways to increase your energy levels here at Activated Potential. And you might have actually seen a number of other videos. Well, guess what? We're not done. Today, we'll talk about some more ways to boost your energy. But this time, the techniques I'll share are not for the faint of heart. Unlike the techniques I've shared in other videos, these ones are fairly advanced. In fact, some of you might even consider them to be extreme. Still, I have a good feeling about this. I think many of you will still want to give these a shot. I'll share 6 ways for you to take it up a notch, to tap into energy levels you've never dreamed to be possible. So are you ready to rev up your engines and supercharge to the max? Let's begin. Number 1, long fasts. Coming in at number 1, we have long fasts. How long is long? For long fasts, they're at least 36 hours. And I'm not talking about some fat fast where you can still consume calorically rich fats. Nor am I talking about some pretty little juice fast where you can still say fancy little juices. No, I'm talking about a hardcore, honest to goodness water fast. No food, no fancy drinks, no nothing. Just plain water, period, for at least 36 hours. So you might ask, why is fasting good for our energy levels? I know that seems highly counterintuitive. When you think of fasting, you probably associate that with starving, and the image of hunger and fatigue cannot escape your mind. But the reality couldn't be farther from the truth. These days, many people are acquainting themselves with intermittent fasting, and with good success. They're enjoying boosts of energy. And while I'm a big fan of intermittent fasting, and even practice it myself, I still think that occasional long fasts have their place. And they're effective, especially when you want tremendous boosts in energy. Okay, so how do we actually get energy from fasting? There are many factors that could come into play. The most obvious one, of course, is ketosis. Have you tried a ketogenic diet? I'm sure many of you have. You experience the energy boosting effects of ketones, right? But there is more to fasting than just that. One of the biggest factors is the role that fasting plays in adaptive cellular responses. These responses can actually optimize your metabolism. Furthermore, they provide a number of other health benefits, like decreased inflammation levels, which in turn could help energize you even more. In fact, there are numerous other factors that could be contributing to your energy surges. Too many to go over in this video. So please just let me know in the comments below if you want a video that discusses fasting in even greater detail. Let me close off this segment on fasting just by quoting a manuscript from Longo and Matson, published in the journal Cell Metabolism. Indeed, a highly conserved behavioral trait of all mammals is to be active when hungry and sedentary when satiated. Number 2, nootropics. Next are nootropics. Nootropics are substances that enhance cognitive function. Now, many different substances can be called nootropics, but people debate about what true nootropics are. You have things like modafinil and racetams, which are generally accepted as nootropics. Then you have things like vitamins and magnesium. They have nootropic effects in that they can increase your cognitive function. But some argue that they're just supplements that you can't label as nootropics. Another candidate on the list of nootropics is Adderall. This can enhance certain aspects of cognitive function, mainly focus, energy, and motivation. But again, not everyone agrees that they be labeled as nootropics because they can actually harm your body. So as you can see, not everyone agrees. But for the purposes of this video, when I refer to nootropics, I'm talking about all substances that can enhance cognitive function. And the ones I want to focus on today are the ones that can enhance your energy levels. And they do so by varying degrees. The most potent ones are modafinil, Adderall, and phenylparacetam. These are very stimulating and might not be for everyone. They should be used with extreme caution. Other nootropics enhance energy levels in gentler, perhaps more passive ways, such as by increasing your motivation or helping you get into a more focused state of mind. And finally, there are also certain nootropics that could actually deplete your energy, such as bacopa. So definitely be careful when selecting the one for you. If used correctly though, nootropics can certainly boost your energy to the next level. Like these tips so far? If so, before moving on, I'd like to quickly introduce you to the Ultimate Energy Crash Course. Your free copy awaits you at activatedbody.com, and you can find the link right below this video. The course will provide you with even more tips on not only how to gain more energy, but also how to stay more focused and live your best possible life. So claim your copy today. Number 3, TDCS. Next is TDCS. It sounds deceptively short and simple, but it actually stands for something far from short and simple. Ready for it? TDCS stands for transcranial direct current stimulation. But let's just do ourselves a favor and just call it TDCS. TDCS is a process whereby electrodes are attached to your head and a small current is used to stimulate certain areas of your brain. Yikes, that sounds scary, right? But don't worry, your brain won't get electrocuted. The current uses low and the procedure is very safe. There are many forms of neurostimulation, but this one is probably the most effective. And it's so safe that it can be used at home. Many people already do. They use it to improve their cognitive functioning, but also, of course, their energy levels. What's more, promising studies have shown that TDCS has potential benefits in treating a number of diseases such as Parkinson's. So the future for TDCS is bright. It's becoming more and more available to the general public and it's rising in popularity. I think we'll see a definite rise in the number of TDCS users in the coming years. Number 4, LLLT. The fourth energy booster is yet another form of neurostimulation. Low-level laser therapy, or LLLT. LLLT is safer, though probably less effective than TDCS. In LLLT, you direct certain types of low-level lasers, or LEDs, onto your body. It has been used in medicine to treat pain, but many people also use it in the same way they use TDCS. They direct the lasers onto specific parts of their head to stimulate certain parts of the brain. As with TDCS, there is a considerable amount of anecdotal evidence supporting its ability to enhance cognitive function and boost energy levels. Number 5, TRT. At number 5 is something for all you older adults out there, and that is testosterone replacement therapy, or TRT for short. When we get older, our testosterone levels drop considerably. The results are lower energy levels. Fortunately, you can supplement with testosterone to bring your levels back up to where they were when you were just in your 20s. This practice is called TRT. TRT can provide a number of health and energy boosting effects to both men and women, and it can truly transform people's lives. Testosterone can be administered as pills, creams, or injections. However, TRT should always be done with a doctor's supervision, as it will affect your hormones. But if you go to an anti-aging doctor and are medically supervised, it can truly change your life and health for the better. I recommend that anyone over the age of 40 or anyone showing signs of low testosterone talk to their doctor about TRT. I plan on using TRT when I get older, and I think you should consider it as well. Number 6, cerebral-electric stimulation. Now for the final item on our list, we have another scary sounding one, cerebral-electric stimulation. This is a process whereby your brain is stimulated with electricity while you're sleeping. To do this, you need an electrosleep device. The device is placed on your head and it provides your brain with electrical support to help you get more quality, energizing sleep. The cool thing is that this also means you might even need to sleep less. But let me insert a word of warning. You can't use the electrosleep device too often. That's because our glymphatic system still needs time to clear the waste from our central nervous system while we sleep. But for those times when you know you'll be getting little sleep, then this device can prove to be a real lifesaver. So there you have it, 6 ways you can supercharge your energy levels. Before I end, please let me take another quick moment to invite you to the Ultimate Energy Crash Course. To download your free copy, just visit activatedbody.com. I've talked about how to optimize energy levels on so many of my YouTube videos, including this one. And some of these tips will be there in this crash course, but you'll also have access to all sorts of other hacks that will optimize your biology, your nutrition, and even your environment. And each one of them is aimed at helping you realize your full potential. If you're ready to live your best life possible, download your free copy now. Again, you can go to activatedbody.com or just click on the link below this video. And as always, I've had a ton of fun sharing my energy hacks with you. Just talking about them energizes me. And the reason for that is because I get so excited about how many of you out there will discover energy levels you probably didn't think were possible. But when this happens, I'd love for you to get back to me. Leave a comment, share your experience, and tell me how it goes. And if you have any questions now, don't hesitate to ask as well. I will personally respond in the comment section below this video. And one more thing, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see you again, and we'll work together to activate your highest potential. See you later.